Well, hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit, here to bring you another Kerbal Space Program video. And in between the last video and this one, I've actually been spending quite a bit of time both tweaking some configs of this game and also fixing some issues relating to some mods and some of the mods I have. And it kind of came down to me having to remove one of the planet packs that I have installed. I believe it was the Zeev system, I think it was called, but I found it was causing an issue where some of the textures on one of the moons of Sarnus actually were not like loading properly, like they were just like black everywhere. So kind of just largely just to kind of prevent me from having further issues, I've just decided that I'm just going to leave like that mod uninstalled until I'm actually ready to explore it. And there's actually a couple other planet packs that I was considering maybe exploring later in my series, but I've decided that I'm gonna leave uninstalled until I'm ready to explore them. Kind of for similar reasons. So that's just kind of what we're going to do, but I still have the Outer Planets mod, the Quack pack, and the Minor Planets expansion, and the Vulture system installed, and also the Cablo system, or the system that adds the system with the 3-star systems orbiting around the black hole. So I'm not going to forget about that one. But anyway, so this is what's left of my ship that I sent to capture that asteroid into orbit, and I thought I actually ended up majorly overbuilding it. And by the time we got the asteroid into a fairly low orbit over Kerbin, this is what we have left. Like these tanks being about half full, and then all of these, including the center, being totally full. And I'm thinking maybe this thing could still maybe be used for another mission or two. Or like maybe an interplanetary mission or two. And well, today I was thinking about maybe doing one of my first. Though the way I see it now, there's actually kind of a couple different ways we can proceed. We could go towards the inner system, which we have quite a few destinations to go to. Well, if I didn't have any planet packs, we would just have Eve and Moho. But because I have planet packs, we also have those 3 planets closer into the sun. But those being fairly close to a pretty big object with a lot of gravity might mean we'll need a lot of delta V to reach them. Or alternatively, we could go to kind of go to more of the outer system where we still haven't been like there's Dress, which is of course which is in the stock game, and there's more of these objects from the Minor Planets expansion I haven't been to yet. And then there's Jewel, and then the Outer Planets mod planets, Sarnus, Eurulum, and Neodon, and Plock. And then there's yet more Minor Planets mod planets out here. So I actually spent a little bit of time thinking about this. Where exactly do I want to go next? But I was considering maybe going to Jewel, but maybe we'll do a couple missions where we just go to one planet with that where we just need one lander to go to before we actually do Jewel, and then get the other gas giants, which are going to be large multi-craft missions where we send a big mothership that will split off into multiple other ships. I feel like maybe let's do Moho this episode, and then Dress, and in the next episode, maybe just to get those destinations out of the way. Well, apparently, according to the Delta V, at least the in-game Delta V calculator, this lander's actually good enough. Though I still kind of want to play around with a bit of a different design. Well, it's because they have new engines. Because I'm thinking maybe this design we might be able to make use of for one of the moons of Jewel later on. I think this lander might actually be overkill for what we're trying to do, but oh well. Oh, these landing legs are part of another mod that I just recently added. It's like an expansion, I think, for the Space Y mod. And it basically just gives you these giant landing legs. Okay, so now all I have to do is get this, make a rocket to get this into orbit. Okay, I think we are ready to launch this now. And it's probably entirely overbuilt for what we needed this to do, but I mean, I'd rather go overboard than not do enough. And with that, we're now in orbit. And we're now in orbit. Now I just need to rendezvous with this. And for those who haven't seen my the other episodes, I'm just kind of trying to line up a maneuver to rendezvous with with this ship, so we can dock up to it. And just warping ahead to our to our maneuver. Now I'm performing said maneuver. And there's our target. Now I just need to kill all of our relative speed and then basically burn towards it. Uh-oh. Okay. Looks like we might have to do this whole thing again because I didn't quick save and I crashed into that thing. So I guess I'm just gonna cut right back to that like this didn't happen. So I guess I'll be back. Okay, here we are. And there we go, we're now docked together. Okay, I think we're ready to depart. Oh, and looks like we're facing the wrong way. Yeah, it's because I think we were controlling from our command pod and our lander, but we want to be controlling from the the probe core in this sky rather than in this sky. Now we can start burning. And we're now going to leave Kerbin. And now we just set Moho as our target, and then correct our inclination, and then we just lower our periapsis towards it. Okay, in this burn, we're actually going to lose this next set of fuel tanks. Okay, burn is complete. Oh, looks like I may have to tweak this. Okay, since this engine I'm using for my interplanetary stage actually doesn't respond very quickly to changes in the throttle input, I think I'm gonna just use my RCS to do this. Here we go. Okay, and now we just warp ahead until we get to Moho. And we can watch the sun get closer. Or technically the star is called Kerbal. Or whatever you want to say. So I think it's best if we pay attention to our maneuvers. It's coming up. Me and our encounter. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky because as we went from basically Kerbin, like where Kerbin orbits down to our Moho orbits, which is closer to the star. Like I guess we could call it the sun for the sake of simplicity, but because we're closer to the sun now, we're coming in with a pretty high speed. So actually, this is kind of where I've seen some Moho missions fail, just because it was underestimated how much speed you actually have to bleed off. But because we're basically equipped with a pretty pretty late game interplanetary or perhaps even an early interstellar capable engine, I think we're more than capable of actually getting into orbit around Moho. I just may have to kind of start the burn kind of a bit early. And I believe that's Moho right there. It's in between us and the sun, so it's just why it's dark right now. We might have waited a little bit too late, but a little bit late to actually capture. But our Moho escape is getting bigger as we're burning, so which is a good sign. Which means we're gonna be captured before we leave the sphere of influence. And there we go. Actually, we're gonna need to do a pro-raid burn just so we don't crash into Moho. Actually, it's kind of an interesting effect that, like, the dust cloud around it. Of course, that's from my my visual my visual mods. Doesn't look like this in the stock game. And I think we can quick save there. Oh, that looks weird. I mean, I guess this is supposed to continue, but something is, I guess it's not quite working how it's supposed to be, but oh well. Okay, I think let's go land here. We'll land here. Okay, apparently that's glitchy. Oh, I can't see anything. Yes, something must not be right with my mods that's causing this problem. Whoa. Well, from here it looks fine. Okay, we are landed. And rather annoyingly, we're like, just seems like we're just gonna be gonna slide down this hill, though we are at least slowing down, it looks like. I wish I want to be able to quick save, and you can't when you're moving. It's just kind of annoying. Well, and I don't want to have to do this, but this is just to make me stop sliding. Okay, then we'll put it back. I was just reducing the gravity so I could stop with the sliding. So I could do my quick save. It seems like this is just a problem that occurs with all the landing legs. It's like they don't grip the ground very well. And normally I would just retract and just basically sit on my engines, but in this configuration I'd pretty much easily tip over. Well, this ground scatter on Moho looks really cool, I have to say. So I'm gonna have to be quick about this, quick about my surface sample and my flag before my lander slides away from me. This is quite the views here. Well, since our lander still has a lot of its fuel left, like I think I said this lander is actually a bit overkill for Moho, but kind of one good thing about that is we could actually take off and then land in another location to get more science. Think maybe we go for that crater next. Okay, landing number 2 is complete. Because we're on a more flatter surface, we're not actually, well, we're still sliding a little bit, but nowhere near as much as before. I mean, even with the glitches here, I think this just still looks pretty cool. Oh, and I'm going over to that because I'm kind of curious what that looks like up close. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and these actually don't, you can basically walk through. Maybe there's like a couple more different types of biomes I haven't been to yet. But, there's one particular feature that's on Moho that's, it's not the only planet in KSP to have this, but the way that Moho has it is rather, interesting. It's, I believe it's at the north, either the north or the south pole. But I guess in order to find out, I guess I'll put myself in a polar orbit. I believe it's actually at the South Pole. I believe this is it, right here. It's a terrain glitch that that is called the Moho. I believe that's it right there. And there it is. I might go a little down into it, but I think I'm gonna stop like as soon as I get close to one of the walls. And I might maybe try to go a bit closer towards the middle. I've been to this, like, with the stock look of the game, but I haven't been to this, feature before when, with the mods before. Oh, that's weird. It's like some kind of a visual glitch right there. And we're not landing in this, we're just going to maybe just go really close to the bottom and then just fly back up. But that actually keeps narrowing, like to the point where... Oh, crap. Okay, this might have saved us. Okay, now let's just get out of here. Okay, I thought I was doomed to crash there, but I guess these landing legs are really strong. Kind of acted to protect my ship. Okay, at least now that we've seen that, I think let's maybe try landing maybe one more biome before we actually leave. And one of the nice things about being in a polar orbit is that we can kind of just wait, and then the planet will turn. But I just realized Moho is tidally locked, so it's not actually turning. So change of which I said I was gonna land again, but thinking might be best to maybe either think about going home, or maybe we could survey some other places. Okay, so in order to save the fuel in the lander, I think I'm gonna just have this thing rendezvous with the lander. thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit, here with another Kerbal Space Program video. If you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out. Bye.